Random Wednesday on a Random Wednesday. We've got one that's really long overdue for you guys on the channel today. We have in front of us the brand spanking new Suzuki Swift. Now, it's been on the market for a bit of a while, and we do apologize for taking time to get to giving you guys a review of this vehicle, but I feel like it was well worth the wait because the one we have in front of us is the Suzuki Swift GLX. Random Wednesday on a Random Wednesday. Random Wednesday on a Random Wednesday on a Random Wednesday on a Random Wednesday. This is Random Wednesday. Let's get it. And that's the top of the line model in your Suzuki Swift terms. In fact, this is the automatic one that we have here, and what a looker it is. I mean, just starting out with the design of the vehicle, as you see on all the billboards, this design is designed to be quite bold, and it really is. It stands out, especially when compared to your previous renditions of the Suzuki Swift. They were sort of designed to blend in. This one is really designed to stand out, and you can see exactly how it is that Suzuki have done that. Some of the lines that they've cut into the bodywork of this vehicle, really making it stand out a lot. This one coming with these projector headlamps with the LED daytime running lights, got the LED spotlights in the bumper. You notice that black backing that the lights have, also designed to just make it stand out like that. Coming to the front of it, you've got your Suzuki badge boldly placed on the front bumper, and then we have this gloss black grille that looks absolutely gorgeous if you ask me. That's set into that bumper, and then right at the bottom you've got that sporty matte black strip of plastic that is placed in the bumper. The car looks really good. Under the bonnet we have a 3-cylinder engine, and the 3-cylinder engine pushes out 60 kilowatts of power, 112 Newton meters of torque, all through a CVT gearbox. But you know, adequate torque, adequate power figures for a vehicle of this size. The top speed of this car is only 165 kilometers an hour. But let's be honest, when you buy one of these, you're not out here trying to do robot to robot dashes. You really buy it because it's a car that makes sense. You're looking for bang for the buck, you're looking for value for money, and this Suzuki Swift can do no wrong. In GLX trim, it comes with so many awesome features. You've got your keyless entry into the doors, you've got your electrically folding mirrors, you've got so many different things that we will point out as we move around this vehicle that really make it stand out from the crowd. Gorgeous car. This color is called Novel Orange Metallic. Yeah, look, it looks brown to me, but hey, you know, that's what they call it, but it's an absolutely gorgeous color. Let's turn it around and just show you guys how this car looks from the back so that we can just talk about some of the other features that you see right here. So taking a look at the side of this vehicle, you've got, as I mentioned, your electrically folding rear view mirrors with the indicator repeater in them. This GLX model obviously coming with your color-coded door handles, but what I like is this sort of floating roof line that is created by blacking out the A, B, and C pillars of this vehicle. It looks absolutely gorgeous. It almost gives it that profile that makes it look like the car is sort of wearing a helmet. You know, it looks like those motorbike helmets, the full face helmets. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Coming to the roof of this car, you've got your bee sting aerial right at the top, and then from there you've got a very distinctive light cluster right here at the back of the vehicle. One that you see in the dark and you know exactly what it is. Let's come to the rear bumper where we have our 4 park distance control sensors built into the bumpers, and we've also got a rear view camera for reversing. Now, in a car in this class of this size, those are things that you don't find every day, but they look spot on in this vehicle. Got a very wide opening for the boot, makes it easy to load things in, and the boot floor is pretty deep, which allows you to really get things in there and they sit comfortably inside the boot. Enough space for a vehicle of this size, if you ask me. So when you take a look at it on the outside, it's a car that has got oodles of character. Honestly speaking, very, very bold in its design. The only people I know that don't like the design of this, the ones that own the previous one. But that's probably because they wish they had this one. But I think it's absolutely stunning. Personally speaking, the design on this thing is so distinctive, so different, it really, really makes it stand out. But we're not just going to be talking about the outside of this vehicle. Let's step inside, show you what the inside looks like, and then take this baby for a spin. Welcome to the interior of the Suzuki Swift 1.2 GLX Automatic. Step inside. So when you get into the interior of this Suzuki Swift, I must tell you, it feels very welcoming. It's not a very difficult interior to get comfortable in. The climate control air conditioning system works a treat. It is absolutely spectacular, cooling down this cabin in absolutely record time. One of the first things you notice when you get into this car is the fact that the glass house is so expansive. It is quite a lot of glass here, and because of that, your interior feels super spacious. It does have very decent amounts of space on the interior, and you know, that's what lends it to it being such a comfortable drive. Also, the seats, very well cushioned. You feel like you could spend a whole day, whether you're driving around town or driving long distances. You could literally spend hours behind the wheel of this car. The steering wheel is leather with this little gloss black section, this piano black in the steering wheel. Terrible because you're gonna pick up a lot of fingerprints in it, but honestly speaking, it feels very good to the touch. Coming to the plastics you find on the inside, now it does have what we'd normally refer to as cheap plastics, but this car being in the market segment that it's in, it works just fine the way it is. What I like about this interior is in the door cards, you have this little pattern that's carried over from the dashboard of the vehicle over to the doors, and then towards the back of your door card you have these cushioned pads that are in the door. Now, you know, being a person who drives Cube on the regular in the Polo Vivo, there's no cushioning on the doors. This really goes a long way towards making this car's interior feel that much more comfortable. We have electrically folding rear mirrors and rear view mirrors, and then we also have an automatic driver's window. Slide the window up and down. Another treat. If you've been driving a Polo Vivo, you know this is a qualm for us. There's no electric windows in the back of those cars, but in this one, its direct competitor, there are electric windows at the back. The performance, 60 kilowatts, 112 Newton meters of torque. The CVT gearbox, yeah, I don't know. It sounds like it's laboring. Wait, let me try and drop it into manual mode. It shows 7 gears, drop it down 2 gears. Paddle shift is on the steering wheel, by the way. Designed to make it feel a little sportier. But yeah, it doesn't, look, the concept is absolutely brilliant as I drop it back into regular drive. But I feel like the execution just wasn't right. Had this maybe been a 4 or even 5 speed stepped gearbox or regular gearbox, I think it would have worked so much better. But with a CVT, it just always sounds labored. It always sounds like it's struggling. 9-inch infotainment screen on the top of the dashboard with a piano black around it. and that screen, or the infotainment system as it is, comes with built-in wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which are absolutely brilliant. Honestly speaking, when it comes to an interior that has as few wires as possible, they've really ticked the right boxes on that part. Like I say, space in here is aplenty. Interestingly, in some of the previous models of the Suzuki Swift, the interior light was sort of in the center of the roof of the car, but this time they moved it right to the front, which means there's no light for people sitting at the back. But as far as everything else, how it rides, how the suspension feels, it really is absolutely stellar. The 15-inch wheels and the tire combo is bang on, and at no point does it feel like the car is flustered by any kind of surface that you drive it on, whether smooth or undulated surface. You also have your gauge cluster, which is very, very modern. I like that. I like the average fuel economy gauge as it shows it. It's one of those things that you don't see very often, but when you see it done the way it's done in this vehicle, it's done really, really well. So I'm very happy with this vehicle, honestly speaking, for what it is. Nice silver stripe in the middle of the dashboard makes it just lifts the interior, because it is a black interior, a lot of black in here, but these nice little silver touches go a long way towards making it feel just that much more special. So for me, as a little beginner car, first car around town, run around, ticks all the boxes. Absolutely stellar. Just like that, we are done. Dusty day here in Town, but it's been a good one. Driving the Suzuki Swift GLX has been a real treat. I didn't know what to expect, but one thing about Suzuki is they never disappoint. If it's your first time bumping into our channel, hit the subscribe button. Maybe give us a little thumbs up, or share this video with someone who might be interested in what we do. My name is not important. What's important is what we do here. This is Random Wednesday. Let's get it.
Now let's take a look at some quick specs. For more information, please contact the numbers on screen.